Here we are. Hey, Facebook people. It's your girl, Linda Marcus Smith here, coming to you from my house to yours. Just sit back, watch the blinking lights, and enjoy the show. We're putting this show on so that military and veterans, wherever they may be, whoever you know that's military, a veteran, family, caregiver, nurses, doctors of the military, employees at the VAs, whatever, can see this and laugh a little. A lot of our jokes are centered around the military. Some of the jokes aren't, but just kick back and relax. And the good news is you don't have to have your clothes on. Now, I do, at least from here on up. Okay, so I'm Linda Marcus Smith, and this is the Veterans for Military comedy show. It's offered every Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific. And it's offered because of Will C at the veteransofcomedy.com having my back. And they support what I'm doing. And so I support them back. Anytime you need any comedy around the world from people who are veterans of the military, for military and vets, or for a private party or organization, give a shout out to Will C. Willie Clifton on Facebook, or go to the website veteransofcomedy.com. So there's the sponsorship information. Today, very few comedians who are veterans showed up. Only me. I'm a military veteran. So I put out a post. I guess I kind of had a premonition, and I opened it up for anybody, even if you're not military, to do some jokes. And I said one joke, but nobody showed up. So Steven's willing to try doing 5 minutes. So Stephen Osborne is sitting there in the other square. Wave to everybody.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Stephen Osborne's going to do a set. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the show now with my comedy. Then I'm going to let Stephen Osborne headline with a 5-minute set. And we might have a surprise guest. That's up to him. But there's somebody waiting in the corner that might try comedy on Zoom for the first time. We'll see. We'll see. It might be a nice surprise for you at home. So hang in there and watch the blinking lights, folks. A little bit about me. Okay, I'm doing my comedy set now. Just a heads up. So a little bit about me. I had a birthday just recently. Thank you. I turned 21. Again.
Nice.
I've turned 21 I have turned 21 3 times, you guys. Plus none of your business. I'm killing it with the aging. Is anybody out there getting any older? We all are getting older. It's my most relatable material. We're getting older, yeah. And I know what people think when they look at me. Is that Marilyn Monroe? I get it. You know, I had a barista tell me that I looked just like Marilyn. I wanted to kiss him. I said, "Oh, she's so beautiful." And he goes, "No, Manson, you look like Marilyn." Thanks a lot. I went and got new makeup that day. I know what you're thinking too. You think this lady smiles too much. I finally, at age 65, got brand new teeth. Do you think I'm not going to smile? Holy Toledo. But there's another reason why I smile too much. I have visible psychological issues. You're welcome. At least I'm giving you a warning. I have psych issues. Only somebody with psych issues would smile when they're delivering regular news. Like, I can't quit smiling. And another thing you should be thankful for, do you want to see resting bitch face off of a 70-year-old? No, you don't. You would smile a lot too if you overcame everything I overcame in my life. You know, once you get on the other side of the problem, the trauma, you're ready to smile. What's there not to smile about? I made it this far. I live here in Vegas, but I'm from northern Vegas. Okay, they call it Oregon. The state of Oregon. Yeah. I grew up there when it was a very, let me put it this way, it was a very quiet place to live. I used to have to ride a really slow trolley all the way across town just to shop fast. Oh no, shoplift fast. That's what it was. I was really good. Have you ever been so good at something you had to stop? How good I was. I hate to brag, but you know why I was good at shoplifting? Because when I grew up, see this color of the paint on the wall? That's about how interesting I was growing up. Nobody noticed me. You can shoplift if nobody notices you. It was my superpower. I found out in the 60s, after a decade of shoplifting, it was wrong. Okay, I kind of knew all along, but when I decided to stop, I went back to the store and I said, I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been shoplifting here. What can I do to make it up? Without skipping a beat, they said, just don't come back. So winning at that too, I never went. It's better than an ankle bracelet. So I almost got in trouble with the law, but I didn't. That was the 60s. And then in the 70s, I became a wanted woman. Yeah, not for shoplifting. Isn't that weird? I found out I was wanted, Stephen, at the post office. That's awkward. You don't want to find out that he was looking at me. He said he wanted me. His eyes followed me all around the post office. Okay, it was a poster of Uncle Sam. He said he wanted people to go in the army, but I thought he was talking to me. And I'm a boomer. We were not raised to say no to a man. So I went in the army, and they took my little half Jewishness and put me smack in the middle of Germany, which is where Stephen's at right now. They should have checked my record. What are you doing putting me in Germany? You know what they made me do in the army? Count money. Maybe they did check my record. I didn't mind counting money because I'm Jewish, but half of the time, if you're a cashier, Stephen, half the time you're counting the money away from you. And you know the stereotype, we would rather count the money towards us. So it was conflicting, but yeah. When they put me in Germany, it was 1973 in Hanau, Germany. I was the only woman with 2,000 men. Another reason why I'm still smiling. They're the good old days. You know, I was really bad at math, Stephen. You know, it's a good thing I joined the military for 3 long years, because it took all of those 3 years for me to figure out how many times are they going to try to shove 2,000 into one? The answer was 2,000 times a day. But my coach told me, my comedy coach told me, 17 is funnier on stage. So 17 times a day it is. Oh my gosh. So I came back to America after the military, and I did banking for 24 years, and I really excelled at that. I received 4 awards. No, it wasn't award. 4 bank robberies. I received a gun in my face 4 times. You know, you'd think you'd get injured in the military. I got psychologically injured when I got back to America. Yeah, that's the deal. And I heard, you know, like I wanted to move. Like, you know, I got sick and tired of my hometown. Towns get boring after a while, right, Stephen? And I heard with a little bit of money and a whole lot of nerve and chutzpah, you can do whatever you want in Vegas. I couldn't wait to get here. And I got here just in time for COVID. Do you know, there was no sin nowhere when I got to Sin City. None. There was no drinking, no gambling, and none of them slick hooker trading cards smashed all over the cement. How was I going to get a slip and fall accident and pay my rent now? It was impossible. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I am older and I'm used to getting attention from the baby boomer men in the 50s, honking, catcalling, wolfless. Do you know what it's like coming to Vegas in the middle of a pandemic during the Me Too movement for me? Do you know what I have to do to get a man to look at me? I
Hmm.
have to get fake blonde hair, wear the brand new teeth, prom gowns, hooker heels. I'm My career has been taking off since I've made those adjustments,
Hmm.
mostly at bus stops for some reason. And because of my LVBS CCT, my career's taken off. My Las Vegas bus stop comedy career tour, where I saw what started it off was the little old lady. You're sad. Mm-hmm. Want to hear a joke? Mm-hmm. Blah, blah. Keep your day job. I hadn't had a day job, Stephen, since 1996. But I got me one now. I'm a Sin City streetwalker with the Fitbit. What were you thinking, Stephen? You have a dirty mind. Yeah. I'll do anything to get attention. That's what I'm saying. I hope, I've done a lot at the gym to look good. I went there and did a bunch of cardio and I almost had a cardia. And now, after 5 years of dedicated work at the gym, I have a Cardi B minus on the backside. So if a guy comes up to me from behind, he's thinking maybe I'm 1 times 21. And then when he has to come around and look at my mug, take me at face value, joke's on him. That's his problem. That's about my time, you guys. Today we have the extreme pleasure of having someone here. I've never heard his comedy before, never met him, but he heard about this and he showed up. You show up and you go up. He's not a military veteran, but he's probably less than 31 years of age and he can still legally join the military.
I'm exactly 31 actually, but I am overseas. So
Yes, there you go. He's serving our country in that particular way.
I'm
So
an
I'd like
ambassador.
Yes, so I'd like you to welcome him to the stage with a big round of applause. I'm the only one clapping. Stephen Osborne.
I'll clap as well. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, it's not like I bring that much to the stage. I'm not doing backflips or anything. I don't have a real talent. I'm not like Jackie Chan or anything. But even Jackie Chan, you see him do all these flips and walk up walls and stuff. You never see any money fall out of his pocket, which makes me feel really sad. Like, why are they not paying this man for doing his own stunts? But no, I can't do anything like that. I can barely walk in a straight line. Actually, I don't know if that's brain damage or what. But a couple of months ago at work, my boss accused me of being drunk at work and demanded to smell my breath. And yeah, I don't know what's going on your side of the world, but we have a little bit of a pandemic going on over here. I was like, that's a really, really bad idea, it's dangerous. And he backed down. He did back down. And normally I wouldn't have had the balls to stand up to my boss like that, but thankfully I was super drunk, you guys. I was just wasted. Yeah, they call it liquid courage for a reason. And also, like, he probably wouldn't have backed down so easily if I hadn't accidentally run over him with that forklift. That's a little thing I like to call solid courage, and it always works. No, not really. I have a pretty easy, stress-free job over here. I'm living the dream. I'm working part time at a women's underwear warehouse, putting women's underwear into boxes. It is the perfect job for a pervert like me. Among other things, I get to tell girls I'm a professional boxer, and that's pretty cool. Chicks dig that. They also dig it. You know what else chicks dig is finding little fortune cookie fortunes in their underwear when they open it up. But instead of lucky numbers on the back, it's just my number. And yeah, I'm trying to find a nice German wife, get some of that sweet German healthcare, a little bit of a reverse mail order bride situation. But But that is weird when you think about it, right? That like the easiest way to become a citizen of a country is just to marry someone that's already a citizen. Like you can live and work and pay taxes in a country for years, and they're just like, it would be cool if you had a job or like an education, but can you maybe just promise to only make love to one person while you're here? Like it's like they're just terrified of a very sexy refugee crisis, which if you think about it, is a very scary thing. If my child came to me and said, "Daddy, there's a sexy refugee under my bed," I mean, I would burn the house down. That's terrifying. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I actually did have like the best day at work not too long ago because I mean, one of my responsibilities is just putting like labels on the boxes with the names and the addresses. And sometimes I look at the names and I swear to God, this is true. I mailed some underwear to a woman named Marceline Burger Dick Donker. And the best thing about Burger Dick Donker is that that is a hyphenated name, which means that was a choice at some point. Like someone named Burger Dick met the love of their life and was just like, "Baby, I would love to take your name, but I can't turn my back on the illustrious Donker heritage." That's so cool. And I almost didn't use her real name because I didn't want you animals going out and harassing this woman who's brought me nothing but the most pure joy of any woman in my life, just with her name alone. But I couldn't write anything better than Marceline Burger Dick Donker. Like it's too good. Um, you guys ever, these like millionaire mindset things on YouTube, like all these advertisements? It's just like, or probably it's on TV too. I don't know. I don't watch TV anymore. And it's always just like, do this and you'll be a millionaire and blah, blah, blah. I'm a financial guru. And like all of their advice, I can't be the only one that notices that all of their advice is just like it's like the life of a homeless person. They're appropriating homeless culture. It's just like, you got to get up every morning and just move. Don't eat anything for 16 hours. It's called intermittent fasting. Every day, do one thing that scares you, like, I don't know, take part in an armed robbery. I mean, I can't be the only one that's like, have you ever given, like, really bad advice to someone because you didn't want them as a romantic rival? Like, I feel like that's what these millionaires are doing when they say stuff like, "Oh yeah, everyone thinks outside of the box. How about you live outside in a box and go and make your own change in the world?" I don't know.
That's good.
Any lizard fans out there in the audience? Lizard fans? That's my way of doing a segue. Yeah, so there's this lizard here in Germany called the Blindschleiche. It's got no arms or legs. You know the Blindschleiche? It's basically a snake. I don't know who the biologists are trying to fool, calling it a lizard. But if you look it up, and this is true, its English name is the long cripple, which great, right? It is a long cripple, no arms or legs. And the great thing about the long cripple, the fascinating thing about the long cripple, is that is also the name that I have given to my genitals. And I'm just going to go into this now. This is names of animals that sound like disappointing genitalia. So here we go. We got the chinchilla, bushmaster, of course, slow loris, box jellyfish, blunt head tree snake. That's a real one. How about the wet dog? Because it smells like old oatmeal and comes every time you call it. I don't know. Maybe that one wasn't clean enough. Just like a wet dog. Yeah, I don't know. But my parents always used to say, you only get one life, and that's true. It's very easy to mess that life up by, say, getting in front of the entire military and saying that your genitals are named the wet dog. So here's what I say. You only get one life. So if you get the chance, take someone else's. So yeah, I'm Steven. You can find me on Tinder, I guess. That is my social media presence. Thank you so much.
That's so awesome, Steven. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. Awesome. Give it up for him at home. Yeah. Well, I was just kind of wondering, since you were the last person so far to do your comedy, if Chris Shaw would like to do some comedy. He's saying no way. He's not ready to try Zoom.
Sure.
I like it because I can get up in here and do things. It's fun. But yeah, we started doing this Zoom thing because of the pandemic, and it's it's comfortable for me, but a lot of people, they don't want any part of doing Zoom
Mm-hmm.
comedy, and that's okay too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's room for everybody in this world,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, I
So
agree.
tell everybody where they can find you and follow you and support your comedy, Stephen.
What besides Tinder? Well, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Steve Mo Comedy. That's the main one, I guess. I mean, Facebook too. Just look up Steven Osborne. I'm the one with the dogs, but I don't really use that for much. Yeah, that's about it. There's a couple of things on YouTube, but Steve Mo Comedy on Instagram is the main one.
So awesome. Thank you so much. It's so great to know you. Come back anytime on Saturday or Sunday at the same time.
Okay.
And I think some people had trouble finding the link, but usually the Saturday one is really full up, and Sunday is like my little adopted child, like
Mm.
it doesn't know that I love it as much as the other one. So I'm
Mm.
trying to put the word out stronger for this one so it grows, and it's not going to be the fledgling one much longer if I can help it. So if you
Mm.
wouldn't mind telling people about Saturday and Sunday, that'd be
Mm.
great. Love to have all
Sure.
your friends come and do comedy, because we're
Okay.
opening it up not just to military people anymore,
Mm.
but where the veterans, if they want to do a full set, and others, if there's others that show up, that, I mean, usually if there's a lot of veterans, those that aren't will do just one or two jokes depending on time,
Mm.
but you still get time. And
Mm.
so, and I'll take these videos and send them out to military organizations and veteran owned companies. I have 4 on board right now that want these weekly, so you'll
Mm.
get noticed.
Cool.
So yeah, I'd love to have you come back. And you guys at home, thank you for watching. And I look forward to bringing you more and more and more of these. So you just never know who's going to pop in and do comedy. So keep coming back. It's like AA. It
Mm.
works.
Mm.
Or does it?
Mm.
Maybe it doesn't, so they keep coming. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Thanks, you guys. I've been Linda Marcus Smith, and that's been Stephen Osborne.
Mm.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Stephen.
Mm.
I'll hit you up on Facebook.
Okay.